Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer number 2 that debuted over at D23 and of course on Good Morning America, it left a lot of fans very excited, of course, what's coming our way. The end of the sequel trilogy by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is, of course, going to include many different revelations as well as saga-wide implications within the Skywalker saga itself that's going to make us view the past 8 Star Wars films in a different light. And within the second teaser trailer, we actually got a glimpse of what J.J. Abrams is planning to do in order to truly make this the darkest Star Wars film to date. I think that he teased this the best way through Dark Rey. Now, on top of all this, I wanted to go over a big parallel related to the prequel trilogy era, specifically Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. If you guys go ahead and check out the second teaser trailer, what I love so much about the very end of the teaser trailer is we do see both Rey and Kylo Ren fighting on board of the Death Star wreckage, either the first or second Death Star. A lot of people are starting to debate on whether or not it's the first or the second. A lot of people are now thinking it's the first, since we do see the old turrets placed on top of that wreckage during that actual tidal wave. Now, what I like so much about this is that this is a direct parallel to the fight between both Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar, where in Episode 3 on Mustafar, they were fighting on pretty much a very similar piece of metal, where you do actually have a spew of lava in the background in the middle of the lava lake. And if you guys look at the visuals of Revenge of the Sith, where you do see the lava flowing and spewing from the very base of that actual, whole entire factory that takes place on Mustafar. And then if you look ahead at the battle between both Rey and Kylo Ren, it's a direct parallel by use of water that's flowing instead of lava. So that's what I love so much about this. We do know that J.J. Abrams and George Lucas worked very closely in order to deliver parallels just like that. Like I say, Anakin versus Obi-Wan with the flowing lava in the background. Now Kylo Ren versus Rey, you have the flowing water in the background. That's what I love about the Star Wars series, is that it's like poetry, it rhymes, and they do the same things in different ways. And I kind of like that in this particular scenario because it's very poetic, and it really does leave one to believe as to exactly what's going on with the character of Rey, who she really is, where she really comes from, and her parentage of all. Now, Kylo Ren and Rey, it's actually described that they are going to have a very long lightsaber duel in this movie. There is, at the very least, 2 lightsaber duels in Episode 9. There's an authentic battle, and then you got the flash fights in this movie, which, by the way, are going to be shape-shifting environments that bring these two throughout different environments of the Skywalker saga from, of course, Episode 1, leading all the way up until Episode 9, which I honestly think is very inspiring by director J.J. Abrams and what they're really trying to do to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy. Now, on top of all of this, we do know that Episode 9 is really going to introduce a different type of conflict between both Kylo Ren and Rey, and exactly what J.J. Abrams wants to do with this story really is going to be very interesting to see exactly how it's all going to really be put together on the big screen. Now, on top of all of this, a lot of fans are very intrigued about how Rey is going to really learn her Jedi training skills in the film, how Kylo Ren is going to associate himself further with the dark side of the Force, what kind of training he's going to go through, because, by the way, there will be training sessions for Kylo Ren in Episode 9, self-training sessions, mind you, in this movie that's really going to stand out on its own. So I think that's the thing to look forward to the most, is to see exactly how both Rey and Kylo Ren are going to evolve themselves in this movie, and how that's all going to be done in Episode 9. I think that's the more inspiring piece by J.J., George, and of course everybody else involved with this movie. So, like I've always said before in the past, we do know that Disney, they're treating this film with special care. The marketing of Episode 9 is coming into full swing now with the release of the second teaser trailer. They're actually prepping the final trailer that's actually going to really kind of just push things forward. We got Force Friday around the corner, which is where we're going to see all the figures and everything related to Lego, I believe, as well. That's going to give us some hints as to, what's going to happen here and there in order in the actual plot of Episode 9. And the last thing I just want to go over is that, when we look at that teaser trailer, what I love so much about Palpatine's line of dialogue when he says, "Your journey nears its end," that's actually a direct line of dialogue taken from Star Wars Legends. versions of what Palpatine told Luke Skywalker in the Dark Empire comic line in the form of the audiobook, where he's actually revealing to him that he is able to use essence transfer to transfer his consciousness into a clone body. So that's my favorite parallel of the teaser trailer. I figured I'd point it out in case you guys missed it. It's a very interesting piece that I think a lot of fans are going to enjoy, and I cannot wait to see what this duel is going to look like on the big screen in IMAX. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.